This is Game of Thrones Kingsroad, an action-adventure RPG set in the world of Westeros. In this video, you'll get a full breakdown of what the game includes, so you can decide if it fits your interests. The goal isn't to convince you to play, just to explain what you're getting. With that in mind, yes, this is absolutely a mobile game. That means challenges, a cash shop, a grind, currencies, and everything else you'd expect from this format. How bad the pay-to-win is going to be, we do not know yet, and some people say since it's single-player focused, that's not really a thing. Regardless, we know that you can pay to progress. That said, the game will eventually be free to play and is optimized for PC. There's a good chance you'll be able to experience significant portions of the story or all of it without paying for anything. Still, it remains fundamentally a mobile game experience. If you hate that, don't play this. But leave the video running in the background, because you're a nice person. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive into the game. You play as a member of House Tyre, a minor noble house in the north. The story unfolds during the events of the Game of Thrones TV series. Your objectives include restoring your house's reputation, navigating political intrigue, and confronting threats in the Seven Kingdoms and beyond the Wall. I'm emphasizing series rather than books because all characters closely resemble their TV counterparts. There are 3 classes: Knight, Sellsword, and Assassin. Each offers unique abilities and playstyles, shaping how you approach combat and progression. Although primarily single-player, the game includes optional online co-op, structured through dungeon runs that culminate in boss battles. Combat is real-time, involving both melee and ranged weapons such as swords, axes, daggers, longbows, and crossbows. Battles utilize physics-based mechanics, featuring visible gore, corpses, and finishing moves. Damage types and gear upgrades play a significant role in how effectively you tackle various enemies. Exploration spans an open world with iconic locations like King's Landing, Winterfell, the Wall, and more. You'll encounter familiar characters from the show, including Jon Snow, Jaime Lannister, and Cersei, who are integrated into quests, world events, and side missions. Story progression involves dialogue choices and branching quests, affecting your relationships with factions and outcomes of events. There's a notable focus on both combat and political strategy. The extent of these choices' impact is still uncertain. Outside combat, the game includes resource management and house reputation mechanics. Side activities involve crafting, exploring, and uncovering lore. You'll earn gear and upgrades through quests, loot, and crafting. This all sounds like what you'd expect from a single-player RPG, and it mostly is, with the key difference being you'll need to engage in more side activities to grind for power and unlock new areas. On top of that, there are a lot of fetch quests, and kill these enemies here quests. Additionally, it's all slightly less deep than a typical PC single-player action RPG. Typical mobile game stuff. With a game that will be as divisive as this one, it's hard to properly explain what you can expect from this. With that in mind, I think this might be a game for people that both like Genshin Impact and Game of Thrones, and more traditional single-player RPGs. To wrap this up, let's talk about what is included in the early access version. The game is currently covering major cities like Winterfell, King's Landing, and Highgarden. Players can experience 50 chapters of the main story, hundreds of side missions, multiple co-op dungeons, open-world encounters, and endgame PvE challenges. Future updates, both before and after the full launch, will expand exploration into regions like the Stormlands, adding Storm's End, Fellwood, new quests, and additional co-op dungeons, characters, and combat scenarios. Upon official release, Game of Thrones Kingsroad will be free to play, although Founders Packs will remain available with adjusted content excluding early access privileges. To be clear, none of this reflects my opinion on game quality. I haven't played enough yet to make that call. This overview simply shows what to expect. That said, my early hours were enjoyable, though admittedly, the bar is low after just a short time. That's the full overview of Game of Thrones Kingsroad. If this helped, consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching.